Hello and welcome to Patched, the first episode for 2022. There was the pregnant pause there. That was very deliberate.
I was gonna say, it's almost. I thought for a second you almost forgot what we're doing.
Forgot what to do. I've had a few different things going so far. I don't know. Player twos. So, anyway, tiring. I'm your host Paul James. Today I'm joined by Matto Phillips. How are you, mate?
Super. Back with the new year.
Yeah.
Last year was cold. In our last episode, now it's bloody hot.
Yeah, things have changed.
About
despite
time.
it all being in the same season. Yeah, finally we've embraced the actual season that we're in. I guess first things first. It's a first core episode for 2022. But if you subscribe to the podcast feed, this is like the third thing that's popped up in your patch feed for the year so far. Between our
reviews,
some preview discussions and review discussions. So last week, myself and Matt Houston chatting about Rainbow Six Extraction, and then as of about 4 hours ago, when this becomes available for people, myself and Matt Houston again talking about Monster Hunter Rise because it's come to PC this week. So there's a review discussion for that one, a preview discussion for Ghost Recon, and another one coming later in the week that I can't talk about yet, but the character that relates to is in the background of my thing now, like in my screen right now.
Sackboy.
Yeah. Oh no, people can't see Sackboy. It cuts off like
right there. Oh no, I was going to see Sack.
Basically, it's character that's in there, like it relates to them. So look out for that on your Patched podcast feed and on the YouTube channel. All three of those, as well as this episode, obviously on YouTube as well. It's our first episode for the year, and like the last few years, we're going to do some new resolutions, but we're also going to throw a couple predictions in the mix this year. Are we doing predictions because Damo's not with us and so we need to fill out an episode? Maybe, maybe not. No. But we're going to go through our predictions from last year. Our resolutions from last year, see whether we did or didn't kind of meet those. And then set a few ones for this year and then make a couple predictions for the year ahead, and we'll have ourselves a nice episode. Matto, since you're the only other person here, I've got to throw it to you to begin with. Predictions from resolutions from last year. How did you go? You get
every
screwed?
Time. I get sucked in every time. Damn it.
How'd you go with resolutions? You had 3.
I had 3. I did 2 of them, I believe.
You finished Shitty Witcher.
I finished Shitty Witcher, which is good because now it is the game that I shall never, ever, ever, ever play again.
Good.
I'll play Ocarina of Time. I'll play Majora's Mask.
Any other Zelda?
I'll play bloody Phantom Hourglass. I'll even play that.
Spirit Tracks. You play Skyward Sword.
Yeah. Skyward Sword, which I still got to play, but I'll never ever play that game ever again.
Excellent. I love that your opinion hasn't changed. You said 2 others though, which were I guess I look at those 2 options and I go, I don't know which one of these 2 you hit. So one of them was no battle royales and the other was playing one game at a time.
Wow.
The way your updates have gone always made you seem really disciplined over the course of the year in terms of playing one game at a time. So I don't know whether it's that or whether you had a brief moment where you've gone, oh, I'll play this. Oh shit, it's a battle royale. I can't do that. Or too late or forgot about it or whatever. So tell me, which of the ones did you successfully achieve?
The one I successfully achieved is, for the entire year, or I did only play one game at a time.
You managed to do that.
I managed to do it.
That is a lot of discipline.
It is. It's actually really good because I was like, oh, I should really play this. I was like, no, finish this game first. So if I really wanted to finish it, I'll just go, right, stuff it, forget everything else and just play through it.
That's fair. I would never set that goal for myself, but that's because of the whole reviewing thing. I could be busy playing something and then something falls onto the plate. So I won't ever set the goal for myself. But for you, that's awesome.
It is.
And you still played a lot of games too.
Yes. This year alone, I think I finished 32 games. And that was some big games. And there were some big games in there too. A couple of small
Breath
ones.
Of the Wild, for example, still a big game. Shit
game,
but it's a big game.
Yeah, Yakuza 4 was a 50-hour game as well. Or close to 60, 50. Shadow of War was a big one too. And that was,
oh yeah, you actually finished that.
I actually did that. It was, and like I said, it is the most boring game in the history of gaming. And I
did
played
you count
through.
My Name is Mayo? Because didn't you go down my path and tap a mayo jar a few times?
Yes, but I don't know if I did that the previous year at the end of 2020.
I'll have to go back through the episodes, the thumbnails, and see.
Because I think, mate, if it is, I'm pretty sure it is in the list of completed games. But then you also
while you're talking, I'm going to scroll through the list because I think I set it as the thumbnail for the patched updates episode when that was the case. Or did I?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then I also played all 3 Mass Effect games and did everything in those games. So there you go. There's like another 30 to 40 hours on each of those games.
On each. That's a good one.
And what else? Immortals. Did that. That's probably another 30-hour game. 20 to 30.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
The Outer Worlds, I think did play another 30 hours on that. Death's Door was another, that was a small one. That was a 10-hour game. The old that whole game of Donut County, that was a small, quite small one. There's a couple other ones in there, but yes, I did do one game at a time. The Battle Royale part, I did good for the first 3 months, then I went back to it. However, I did play a lot less because I just had no interest in playing it anymore.
That's fair.
Which is a good thing. I think I played about 60 hours less of Battle Royales than I did the previous year. So I see that as a half a win.
Sorry, everyone, you just copped a Battlefield out in your ears just then as that YouTube decided to open that midway through while I'm scrolling to check out our patched episodes.
Yes, they better pump that ad out because no one wants to play it.
No one wants to play that shit.
No one wants to.
I'm not going to continue scrolling now because now it's clearly going to play funny buggers on me on that end. So I won't keep pouring through YouTube to check that out. I could probably look at the articles on the website. That would be a bit clearer. But no, that's fair, and that's a really good effort because there's no way I could.
I seriously thought I was only going to do one.
Even without the reviews, I reckon I'd still struggle to play one game at a time.
It's not easy, I can tell you that much. Start off with, because I had such a massive backlog of unfinished games. It's just, I want to play that. I want to play this. I want to play that. I just like, no, don't play that.
Stick to your guns. Finish
your damn game first. And that's what I did. Now, let's have a quick. Here we go. My name is Mayo. I finished it on the 20th of January of last year.
Very nice. The first updates for the year. Right. I was gradually scrolling my way there, but Battlefield ruined that for me.
I think that was, embarrassingly enough, that could have been actually the first game I finished for this
There's
year.
no better way to start the year. I mean, I finish years getting platinums quite deliberately for that purpose. We'll save that for the patched updates in a few weeks. I guess on my end then, so my resolutions for last year, I did worse than you, considerably worse than you. I had 3.
That's a first, because every other year I've only ever got 1.
You got 2. I didn't even get 1. I'm giving myself like 0.5.
Wow.
So one of them, I'll work from the bottom up because the first one was the one that I kind of got a point for. The bottom one was play more VR. I didn't put the VR headset on at all.
I don't say you did touch it once.
I would very much like to.
I think you talked about it like, I would go try and play some VR.
It just never worked out.
Never did.
Just I took on too much review, and so I never kind of took the time to crank out the VR and play some Beat Saber or dive into some Moss again or play Iron Man VR, which I skipped last year or 2020 now. All those sorts of things. The one that really hurts me the most is that I declared at the end of 2020 beginning of 2021 that at the end of 2020 I managed to achieve something that I'd never done in Final Fantasy IX before. I managed to jump the skipping rope 1,000 times, and that was the big bottleneck to me getting the platinum for Final Fantasy IX. So I said, that's it, this year I'm going to finally get the platinum for Final Fantasy IX. Not only did I not get the platinum for Final Fantasy IX, but I didn't even go back to the game from that point onwards. So yeah, it's a damn shame. I'm not happy about that. So two crosses so far, and the one that I'm going to give myself half a mark for was that I wanted to play more games for fun, just because I wanted to, and I did that. But when I went back and listened to the episode, I also mentioned that I had a list of games that I wanted to work through. So Death Stranding was on it, and the Devil May Cry's, and a whole bunch and I've still got the list. There was a whole bunch of games that I wanted to tick off there, and it included some VR games. So it was going to be like, if I did that, I was going to meet my VR goal as well. Not a single one of those games did I tick off. I played a whole bunch of other games for fun, and like some stuff that probably would have fallen onto the pile of shame if I didn't, but I didn't. So I didn't actually tick off the ones that I said I was going to. So I'm going to give myself half a mark because I did play a bunch of games for fun and enjoyment just because, and not for content, but it wasn't the ones that I said I was going to. So I'm going to give myself half a mark for that one. All right, so on the other side of things, some goals for 2022. I might kick that off just simply because mine, well, I've just finished this one. We can kind of segue straight back into me. Mine are quite literally the same as some of the ones that I just discussed. Platinum Final Fantasy 9. I'm resetting that as a goal for this year because it's cut me to my core that I didn't do it this past year, so I'll do it this year.
Well, yeah, it's 2020 and 2021 are sort of merged together. So
there's that too. Yeah, sure.
Still the same year.
And 2, which is just a little tweak of the more games for fun one, which is just clear the pile of shame. So it's not. I'm not going to give myself a specific list to work through. I've got a little list there that I'd like to try, but I'm not going to force myself to go through those ones. But just kind of clear the pile of shame a little bit. Things like Eastwood from last year, and yes, Death Stranding if I get a chance. Like there's things that are on that list that I'd still like to, but just clear the pile of shame as a very general sort of one. So not completely. That'd be ridiculous. There's
from bed here
dozens.
To bed here.
Yeah, if I can knock a few off over the course of the year, I'll be happy. And even just go and replay a few games just for fun as well. No, not content, not because I just haven't played it before, none of that sort of stuff, just because I enjoy these games and I want to go back to them. That sort of approach as well. So we'll see what we can do over the course of the year. I've only set 2. Those are my 2. So, Matto, over to you.
All right. So, my first one is finish 25 games that I haven't played. Because I did 32 last year, but some of them were replayed. So, you got the Mass Effect trilogy.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so there's 3 of them.
There's Uncharted trilogy, 1, 2, and 3.
Yep.
So, there's 6 there. That's 26 already. Doom Eternal, I played again.
That was for content. We can give you a pass on that one.
But still, I still count that as
all right. Fair enough.
Replay. And I can't remember what the last one was, but there's a couple others as well, which I did play again because I could. So that is the aim. So 25 games that I haven't yet played.
That's a fair ask. That's still 2 a month. A bit more than 2 a month.
Well, I better get started then.
Look, you can always get it. Like, there's always going to be some short ones along the way as well. Plus, new releases as well. Like, you're going to pick up new games this year, so some of those will just naturally count towards the 25 anyway. It's not like you need to go find 25 old games and do it.
But do your old do the old cheap platinum trick and just do 25 done there.
Maybe I come clean about what I was going to discuss during the updates in a few weeks from now. Since we're talking about cheap platinums, I'm currently on a streak of 6 platinums in a row. And some are some really respectable ones. Like God of War 2018, I went back and platinumed.
That's on the list of games to play this year.
I'm just pointing at the shelf there. I'm not going to say anything else. I'm just pointing at the shelf there. And
there's the picture of Kratos and Boy.
And a beheaded monster. I'm just going to point to them. I'm not going to say any more than that. But I went and replayed God of War, got the platinum for that. Kena Bridge of Spirits, got the platinum for that. One that we really need to celebrate, Doug Johns from Power Up PR. Thank you very, very much. The goal was for Matto to clear Death's Door, the Umbrella run.
PlayStation.
Yeah, regardless of the platinum. I guess I'm sure we would have accepted it. I think 100% achievements on Xbox as well. But yeah, the platinum specifically on PlayStation was kind of the goal. I went and did it first.
Yeah, see, that's what happens when you're a teacher and you have school holidays.
School holidays were handy.
That's why he's got his 6 platinums for.
Yeah,
just one every week.
Well, we haven't gotten to the ones that are kind of the problem here, but yeah.
Oh no.
So Death's Door, yeah. Thanks to Doug, you are still on the cards to get a slab of beer as well. But Doug, thanks very much for the bolter. They are going down incredibly well. Now to the embarrassing parts. And this is where you could, like, if you are in doubt towards the end of next year, if you got 20 and you go, oh shit, I'm not going to get my 25. This is where you can bust out the likes of the one that I'm incredibly proud of, / not, because it's what I did out of it was then produced probably the worst piece of Player 2 content all year out of it. On Christmas Day, Player 2 shut down the day before. Matt Hewson had put a post up on the website and said, that's it, we're done. Nothing more from this site until we come back as of when this episode goes up, like last week. But that didn't stop me from scheduling a video, a Player 2 plays dedicated to a game called Santa's Workshop. Christmas Day special for everyone. A dirty platinum that took 10 minutes to get. And the most beautiful thing is that the game cost $2.50, if I recall. And so did the PS4 version. So I got both platinums in the in the same Player 2 plays. It was like a 25-minute video of me getting the platinum in both games. And it is the worst thing you ever get. But like, you'd only be able to count one of them if you ever did something like that, because you've played it once and then technically you're replaying it if you get the platinum on the other version as well. But if you're in doubt, like, you could do that. I'll also throw a short hike in there as the other platinum that I got. So there's my 6.
So we got to replay this Santa's Workshop thing every Christmas Day, just like National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation is on every Christmas.
I hope not. I'm sure I'm banking on the fact that someone will put out a shitty Christmas-based video game next year, and I'll surprise everyone with another horrible video next year. But that's
Christmas tradition.
So far off the mark. Did you give me both of your?
No, I've only done one. I've only done one so far.
I'm glad that was a tangent we went on. It was well worth it.
Right, second one is make more videos.
Oh yeah.
I know I've done this one in the past, but I think last year I was a bit lacking on the content side of things. So this year, go do some more.
As the Player 2 editor that oversees the video side of things, I wholeheartedly support this goal.
Yeah, so do I. So I think that's easy. I think that's an easy one to put down. I think, I should say now, like, bank it in for a guarantee.
Well, you are gonna do one for Death's Door because you are going to document that run for the beer. So,
well, yeah, for everyone to see, no cheating. Well, it doesn't matter anyways. It's an achievement anyway if I do it. But
I learned today that someone's finished Death's Door in 55 minutes.
Good effort.
That's
with an umbrella?
No, I don't think with the umbrella.
Oh well, that's not good enough then.
It was an Awesome Games Done Quick thing, I think. So.
Oh, the old
speed
run. Yeah, I'll give that. Good effort.
Yeah, that's incredible. But yeah, Doug, you'll be watching the stream, I'm sure, or the Player 2 plays. Sorry, I'm sure, and Matto's gonna get that platinum like he committed to.
I'm going for it too.
And if you don't send him beers, I'll make sure to send him some on your behalf.
Sure. Yeah, the third one.
You've got a third. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you've got a third as well. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, this is a big one.
Oh,
this is a big challenge, and the big one is to play all 3 Witcher games.
Holy shit!
Yes, and if you know, because you and I know, we both played The Witcher 3, both our favorite game. And you know how long that game is. It is incredible. Because I checked the other day on my Xbox. I played the game for 7 days. Total playtime.
Holy shit. 7 by 24. Holy, that's like 160 hours.
Yeah.
168 hours.
Yeah, that's pretty much doing. Yeah, that's pretty much doing everything in that game, including the DLC.
Would you be tempted in the case of The Witcher 3 to go for the plat? Since I'd imagine you'd be.
I have thought about that. Then I saw some of the challenges. I thought, no, I can't do that.
What sort of things are they? I don't.
I think there was some. There was a fair challenge. I have to look back on it. Then I saw someone actually did platinum The Witcher 3. I thought, that's a bloody good effort. That one.
That's it. It's all right.
Yeah, but that's going to be the big challenge to try and finish all 3.
Yeah, that is a big one.
Witcher
Good
games.
luck with that.
Because I just had to improve on the old shitty Witcher and go, you know what?
Now I'll play the real thing.
I'll play the real thing and all 3 of them.
But The Witcher 1 is a bit of a grind, and also that's forcing you to play on PC.
Yeah, because it was only ever released on PC.
Witcher 2 you could play on your Xbox Series X.
already purchased it. Don't worry about that.
And then
It's
Witcher
all
3
ready to go.
on whatever platform you already bought it on.
Well, I'm trying to figure out if I wait for it to get released
yeah.
on the next gen, on this gen. That's what.
What if you get the free upgrade on Xbox?
We'll find out. They better after their whole Cyberpunk stuff. I'm like, hey, sorry about Cyberpunk. Here's a free upgrade to The Witcher 3, or else it will be bloody riots if there is.
Well,
nah, probably not. I'll buy it.
Yeah,
I'll be a sucker. I'll be a sucker for it. Don't worry about it.
Best game of the generation, of the last generation. So
yes, see, it was it 7 years apart?
Yeah, 2015. Yeah, this will be.
Yeah, and yet The Last of Us has had 3 releases already,
and presumably a remake coming this year as well. All right,
predictions time. You don't need a remake. It's not that. Oh, nah, I'm not even going there.
We'll continue this snaking thing that we've just been going with. So Matto kicks off with some predictions for what's going to play out in games in 2022.
Oh, in games. Well, I'll just put one prediction. It's not this sort of game related, but this should be a guarantee. This one.
Is it Terry Crews related?
No, it's not Terry Crews related. Take-Two will have a better E3 conference than last year.
Oh yeah, okay.
I say if that doesn't happen, there's problems.
Well, you've stacked the deck there because really, they either have a conference and it's better, or they don't have a conference and it's still better than what they had last year. It would still be better than what they had last year. So
yeah, just
congratulations on getting that first prediction right.
Right. All right. My second, or my actual one, there'll be new details on a new Nintendo console.
Oh, like Switch Pro or whatever, or
no,
like Switch 2?
Just Switch 2.
Or Nintendo, whatever the next. Yeah, all right. I like it.
They'll just randomly bring it up in one of their little Nintendo Directs and just go, "Here is something new."
So it won't necessarily come out, but they'll just
show it.
We're working on a new machine.
They'll just do the old standard, reveals, like put it on a little carousel table and just spin it around at everyone in dark light, and then just bring the light up, and there you go. Just like the Xbox fridge at E3, they did the exact same thing.
The Reggie, in honor of Reggie Fils-Aimé, we've made a console called the Reggie.
The Nintendo Reg.
Oh, I can get around that already. Now, did you have 2 predictions or 3 in the end?
Well, the other one was just a joke saying that Cyberpunk will get delayed again, which I'm not gonna. It could possibly. We never know.
I reckon there's a decent chance of that.
Or I'll just go with a big one, just a huge one. A big gaming company will go bust. Just out of nowhere. Unexpected. Everyone will just go, what?
Yeah, I can't think of anyone who's potentially in dire straits, so that would be huge. If you get that, doesn't matter how many others you get right, you win straight away. Well, you've already got one on the board, but with Take-Two.
Oh, that was easy. That is just a straight up guarantee.
Yeah, no, you just made in the shade for that one. All right, if that one gets up, you just win any and all predictions for the year.
I'll claim that trophy. We don't actually have one.
Yeah, we don't have a trophy at all.
We don't have a trophy,
especially when we're making like 2 to 3 predictions each. On my side, so I've only got 2. The first one, Suicide Squad is not coming out this year.
Ooh.
People want to it says 2022, but Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League will not come out in 2022. COVID affected in part, like they announced it early days of the pandemic, like mid 2020. It's been a year and a half of compromised development since. It's probably going to be compromised a little bit more throughout the course of 2022 as well. And because of all the other delays, Harry Potter, Gotham Knights, that have all fallen into 2022 as well. Why would Warner Brothers have got 4 big ones. So the 2 I just mentioned, Gotham Knights and Hogwarts Legacy, they've got Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, and they've got Lego Star Wars as well. They're not going to put all 4 of those giant IP up against one another in the space of a year. No. And there's Wonder Woman that's on the way too, which probably won't come. I don't think it was ever supposed to come out this year, but but like they've got so much going on, they don't need all 4 of those together. And I don't think the development's going fast enough with all the natural delays because of COVID. Not meant to be saying anything dodgy is going on at Rocksteady. I'm sure they're doing a fantastic job given the circumstances, but COVID will mean that thing doesn't come out till 2023. So
You reckon everyone's going to start blaming John Cena because it's delayed just for no reason? Just
I'm not going to add that into my prediction because that'll screw me over. But yeah, let's go with that.
or they'll just blame Alana Pierce again for no reason.
Oh yeah, no, Alana Pierce is absolutely going to be to blame. The dumbest shit in the world that people try and blame her for anything that's going on with God of War. But anyway, my other one is one that I think will make a lot of people happy if it plays out. So this is not being so negative this time.
Is it Jim Ryan resigns? Is that?
Oh, that would make a lot of people happy, but I'm not gonna.
Rose, that's not it.
No, I'm not gonna have a crack at that.
No.
My other one is that Shovel Knight 2 will be announced and released this year. People love Shovel Knight. 2014, that first game came out.
So at the same time, announced and released.
Oh, holy shit! If they just
it is available right now.
People would lose their fucking minds. It'd be huge. So would I, actually. I'd go nuts for it. But 2014 was when Shovel Knight came out.
Oh, wow. And people still play it. That's crazy.
People still play it. Now, we've got the first kind of signs of life recently. So, because they had Shovel Knight Pocket Dungeon, which is more of a Tetris, Dr. Mario style game. Not quite that, but it's got. I'm playing it. I started playing it early today, actually, and I'm struggling to 100% describe it. But if you think along the lines of Tetris and that sort of thing, then that's probably your best point of reference. Like that's just come out, and then early in the year they published. So it wasn't something they developed, but they published Cyber Shadow. I think Cyber Shadow was they found a game that really clicked with the way, like, what they're about as a company. But I think it was let's try and earn a bit of cash off this thing. This is going to do well. Let's try and make some money on it. It'll help support our expenses because we haven't put out a game in 6-7 years. And then Shovel Knight, again, Pocket Dungeon, to again get more money coming through to ensure that they can get to the launch of Shovel Knight 2. I think it's in development. I've heard little bits and pieces around the traps that suggest that it's on the way, but nothing concrete. I haven't heard the name explicitly said, Shovel Knight 2, but I've heard enough that makes me think that that's the case. And yeah, I think it'll be both announced and released this year. I'm not going to quite go as far as to say that it's the stealth drop that you're talking about, but geez, that'd be good. I might be in tears if that's the case. Shovel Knight is so good. So those are my two. Suicide Squad won't make it this year. Shovel Knight 2 will, because it'll be announced and released this year.
Do you think the other two will be released this year? Harry Potter and...
Yeah, Harry Potter and Gotham Knights will. Yeah. I'm very sure of those two. I'm not going to make that a prediction, but I'm very sure about those two. All right, so those are our predictions and our resolutions for the year. I've only set 2 resolutions. I'm feeling okay about those this time.
It's going to look bad. It's going to look bad if you don't.
If I don't get the platinum for Final Fantasy 9 this year,
it's just a long journey. I mean, you could probably watch all 3 Lord of the Rings films by the time you've completed your journey to platinum. Or you can throw the Hobbit movies in there.
Yeah, you can toss the Hobbit in there as well. And then just clearing the pile of shame, though, is a nice open-ended sort of thing. So I can finish one game, and technically that's okay. I will set the bar a bit higher than that, but let's say I at least knock off 6 games from the pile of shame. Doesn't matter whether they're big, small, VR, whatever. I didn't set the VR goal because PSVR 2 looks like it's going to come out this year. So I felt that was cheating by just going, I'm going to play more VR this year because boom, there's a new VR headset, and of course I'm going to try it out.
Will you use it once and then
the
Ring, like the Ring Fit, and then just go, nah, I've had enough?
I still haven't used Ring Fit. I was all over VR though when it first came out. Many hours a week. Played a lot of VR games. So
and all those better games came across.
And then 2016. So then Horizon came out, the Switch came out, and things just were never the same after that. So then Beat Saber came out, and I did put a lot of time into that. But anyway, and I think yours is pretty good. The 25 games is a lot, but I reckon there's little ways around that. And I don't just mean cheap platinums.
No, there's some fun short games out there that can be played.
That can be the break glass in case of emergency thing. Just, all right, cheap platinums, let's go. I'll spend $2.50 to get this. Let's go. My Name is Mario 2. Done it.
That's what's in the glass. My name is Mayo 2.
Mayo is in the glass. Yeah, okay.
Spain. It's just a jar of mayonnaise.
By then, you might have My Name is Mayo 3. So.
Ooh, double platinum. Well, double games to finish.
Yeah. All right, we'll wrap things up there. Watching or listening, please be sure to drop something in the comments there. Let us know what if you have any New Year's resolutions in gaming that you want to achieve, please let us know. If you've got any predictions for the year, or we've got some thoughts on our predictions, please let us know. Let us know whether Matto's Take-Two one is the dodgiest piece of shit goal ever or not.
The worst. It's like, it's going to be a better conference. No shit, it's going to be a better conference. Even if they don't turn up, it's still a better conference.
It's a better conference if they don't have one. We'll be happy without it. But anyway.
Even if they had a conference and everyone got muted, it'd still be a better conference.
Yeah, you just watch their mouths moving and just imagine YouTube afterwards. All the dubs that people create for it. It'd be amazing.
Everyone say, this is great. This is such engaging content. This is very sure. Yeah.
All right. If you enjoyed this episode of Patch, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. All the buttons down below. Hit the notification bell. That way you're alerted to every new video the moment it goes live on the channel. That includes Patched, more Player 2 Patched. Patched Player 2 plays.
It's a mixture of Play 2 plays and Patch. We're now doing Platch.
Yeah, it's going to go a treat. Patched, Player 2 plays, Gamer School, and a whole bunch more. It's not going well, fuck. And a whole bunch more. There's awesome stuff there. Please subscribe.
What's in that beer?
It's two standard drinks.
Oh, no. Oh, there you go. How many you've had? That's 7. No, he hasn't had 7.
Not yet.
Just drink responsibly, kids.
I might hit number 7 later. It's been a busy day out in the sun. Visit the website, player2.net.au, for reviews, previews, opinion pieces, news, features, links to the podcast series, Patched, the Player 2 Pixelcast, and Dev Diary. Also, when it comes to the website side of things, make sure to check out reviews of Monster Hunter Rise, as I shouted out before. There's the Rainbow Six Extraction preview. There's another review discussion / something going up later in the week.
Some other guy. That's not me.
That's going up later in the week, so be sure to check that one out, and a review discussion that goes with it. Some awesome stuff there. Please check them all out. We're on Patreon, patreon.com/player2au. Kicking a few bucks. Lower tiers, early access to episodes. Higher tiers, monthly episode exclusives. And finally, there's Twitter. Matto.
Matto_Phil.
Paul James Games for me. The website's player2au. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for joining us for this first episode, and hopefully you'll join us all year. We'll see you later.